Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name's Jennifer, and today I'm going to be doing a flip through of my B6 custom coils from Lights Planner Action. You may or may not know, Bess is the owner of Lights Planner Action. She's a one-woman show, and she does custom coils now. She does TNs, she does rings, and she has a bunch of sizes. In these coils, you can pick from 7 sizes, and it's anything from like a Happy Planner Mini to a B6 to an A5. So she does have a bunch of sizes available. So she's at lightsplaneraction.co, and this is actually a B6 rings. So I'm going to tell you a bit about the planner and also a bit of how I use it. I have been planning forever. And I've been a list maker pretty much my entire life. And in 2015, I found Pretty Planning and other people that were list makers as well, which I didn't know there was such a thing, and I was supremely happy that I was actually not alone. So if you want to hear more about my planner journey, because I'm actually coming back to coils. Coils was actually my first planner. I've done a bunch of planners in between. Currently I've been doing BUJO, and now this is taking me back to rings, which I'm just thrilled about, honestly. So let's dive in. I have chosen the mermaid or mermazing cover. She has a bunch of covers to choose from. She has 2 fonts to choose from. You can pick what you'd like it to say. I put Just Keep Swimming. For the times that we're in right now, I thought it was appropriate for me. Oh, also I should say I'm very sorry about the lighting. It is super cloudy and rainy here today. There was a huge storm here last night. Thunder, lightning, rain, wind, you name it. So unfortunately it was supposed to be nice today for filming, and it is not so nice. What can you do? Okay, so I think I said this is the B6 rings, and so I've chosen my inserts. I've chosen 7 inserts. I've chosen also the large coil. In the large coil you can put 6 to 9 inserts, and she does have a smaller coil which you can put 4 to 5 inserts. So that's pretty cool. So I'm not really going to go over the cost, just because it really depends on how many inserts you put in here. She's got a ton of inserts, like she has finance, social media, weekly, monthly, perpetual calendar, like she just has so many. Okay, so I just have a bunch of tabs here to kind of show everybody. Don't want to miss any sections. Sorry about the lighting. Okay, so I did also make some of my own dividers just to kind of keep it pretty. And I actually sacrificed one of my pages in order to do that, just to use it as a template. So my first insert is the Shopping Tracker version 2. And so it has a bunch of different pages. You get 5 discount code pages. Then you also have your shopping log, and you get 18 pages of that. Now, mine actually has quite a bit on it right now, just because this is basically from April, May, and June. Normally I don't have this much stuff ordered, but with everything that's going on, as we know, shipping is pretty slow, to say the least. And so yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. So I have a lot of stuff that's coming. So after the shipping log, you have an afterpay section, which is 6 pages. And then you have a do not buy list, and that is 4 pages. And then you have a favorite shops, which is also 4 pages. So some of these sections I may not use. I'm definitely going to use the shopping log, And I might either convert some of the other sections into more of a shopping log by just covering up the headers with maybe some washi tape or stickers. Or if this planner starts to get bulky, I might take some pages out. I know, it's going to make a lot of you uncomfortable, but it's your planner. You can do what you like. Okay, my second insert is the checklist, and it's squares. And I basically kind of split it up into to buy, to do. This is kind of my to do right away, and this is to do like long term. I'm also thinking of possibly adding in like maybe one page for June, one for July, one for August. I haven't quite decided yet. But I am a list maker, and I do have a lot of to-dos that are not necessarily right away to-dos. So in my third section, I have chosen the monthly doodle, and this actually is a dated insert. So I've added these in instead of tabs because they do overhang a bit. Once you laminate them, it'll actually flip to certain sections. So my monthly, my weekly, things like that. So this is actually this month. Now, this is actually how I pre-plan. It's really my monthly that I use to pre-plan. Now, there's not much on here right now because there's not much going on. Everything's been canceled. But if I had somebody's birthday party on this day, then when I go to do my weekly, I can refer back to here. So then what I plan to do for the first 6 months, because this actually got here a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. I was going to start using it July 1st, but it actually got here like a week ago. So I've been able to set it all up and start using it as of June 1st, which is awesome. So I did have this old kit, which I was going to use in my bullet journal and kind of forgot that I had it. So you can see it's not exactly perfect, but it's pretty close. And for me, it's good enough. So I've actually redated this to 2021, and I've ordered a bunch more of these kits. So when they come, I will redate the first 6 months to be 2021, because I have put enough weekly inserts in here to do the entire year. Once I start stickering it up, we'll see how it goes. And then, of course, she does have at the back a future dates page and just a lined page. For my fourth insert, I have chosen the weekly medley, which I think is really, honestly, such an amazing insert. I'm going to do a flip through because all the weeks are actually different. So there's 19 weeks and it's all different spreads. I'm also doing the Board with My Planner challenge through Lights Planner Action. So this week I'm using all the stickers I rarely ever use, which mostly is headers, little things. I've cut them down to size, or as Bess likes to say, done some sticker surgery, and little icons. I never use these little icons. So I'm just going to flip this through, and you can have a look at each of the 19 weeks. I love this one. It's gorgeous. Now, because I have been doing planning for quite a while, I've done a lot of these spreads. I like to call this Bess's spread or layout. I've used this one for a couple months last year. Most recently, I've been doing something very similar to this in my bullet journal, and then just like a to-do list on this side of the page. This is kind of more of almost your Erin Condren style. And then horizontal. So if you're not sure what kind of a layout you're interested in, I think this would be a great insert. And part of the reason I chose it is because I'm moving from what I'm currently using, which is a bullet journal, And so I think it'll give me a lot of variety. Okay, so for my 5th insert, I've chosen a weekly. And this, as I said, is what I like to call Bess's layout. And this is in the doodle. And I just love this layout. Now, I'm not going to flip through all this because all the 19 weeks in this layout are the same. I will tell you, though, that you can switch this up. So I like to have my weekends side by side, for example. So often I'll just use date covers and I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll make this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That way you have your weekend together, and then you can use this box for notes or extra to-dos or maybe grateful thought or whatever you like. I also like having this box. Again, you can use it for decorative, you can use it for a quote, you can use it for extra to-dos, for memories that week, for your grateful thoughts, for really anything. It's very versatile as far as I'm concerned. My 6th insert is a horizontal weekly, and it also has 19 weeks, and again, I'm not going to flip through because it has the same layout, but I like using this layout. I use it quite a bit in my bullet journal currently. A lot of people have trouble with horizontal, but you can actually kind of split it. So if you split it into like even 2 or 3 sections, and that can become kind of more of a vertical. It's vertical this way instead of vertical this way, but you can have, you know, a couple of sections. Maybe you want one from home and one for work, or maybe you want, you know, 3 sections. It really is up to you. The thing I like about planning is making it your own. So my 7th and final insert is the dot grid, and I wanted to still kind of have, I guess, a bullet journal section. And I can just use this as a brain dump, as miscellaneous. I could put collections in here if I wanted to, and it has 40 pages. So that, of course, includes the front and back cover. So really 38 dot grids. So if any of you were counting, you realize I actually have 57 weeks in here. So I have over a year. So if I don't like a spread, maybe I'll glue 2 pages together. Maybe I'll skip one of these spreads. I have a few extra. If I screw up and I want to tape some pages together, I can do that. Okay, so I just put the dividers back in so I could kind of show you what I was talking about earlier. So, as I said earlier, I've sacrificed one of my pages and basically just cut slits out and then tore it out. And I use that as my template to actually make these dividers. And because they do overhang just a little bit, you can grab them and flip them. So those are the main sections that I use. And I just basically, again, sorry for the glare from the light there, I just used my laminator, punched holes with a, I believe it's a 1/8 hole punch, and then just cut some slits in. And then I just used a kit from Planners Anonymous. So I don't have a lot of paper clips or things like that. My planner is really functional for me. I've tried headers, things like that, and they just don't work for me. So I don't use them anymore. So this is really, I guess for some people, will be more of a bare bones planner, but for me it really works. It's functional, and yet I decorate it so it's still pretty. So again, just remaining very functional for this particular layout. I have my bullet journal right here. And I was also doing the challenge last week. So here's my bullet journal, almost completed for the last week's monochromatic spread. So you can definitely see, you know, this is today. You can see as I go along, I definitely fill it up with, you know, things that I'm doing. So it starts off with really more of just a to-do, and then I fill it up to use it almost like a memory keeper. So if you couldn't tell, I definitely love this planner. I'm super excited to dive into it, get started. Definitely go check out lightspanneraction.co. Bess is awesome. She's always coming out with new things. Even since I ordered this, she now has detachable, changeable covers. She's come out with some steno type pads. She's always coming out with new designs. You should check her out. If you are interested in my planner journey at all and the planners that I've used, let me know down in the comments and I can get that up and running. So if you liked this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments. And that's it for me. I got nothing else to say for myself. See you later.